Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Harley Carnes podcast, Harley on the Headlines. I appreciate you being there and being a part of this peek at the news of the day. It would also be enormously helpful if you would help us reach out, let people know about the show. Maybe they can get something worthwhile out of it too. And thank you. I appreciate it. For about a minute, literally a minute on your watch, an ICE agent got it in his head that he needed to go into the Ecuadorian consulate to retrieve an illegal immigrant there in Minnesota. This he could not do because the consulate is an extension of the embassy, which is an extension of the nation, in this case, Ecuador. After a few words, for a matter of seconds, the ICE agent relented and withdrew. The consulate filed a complaint with the U.S. Embassy back home in Ecuador, which escalated the disagreement unnecessarily. Still, the ICE agent should have, if he didn't, known better. Ecuador and its diplomatically protected facilities should ring a persistent bell in the back of your mind. It was Ecuador's embassy compound where Julian Hawkins, also known as Julian Assange, the Australian founder of WikiLeaks, took refuge in London. Ecuador gave him asylum there, and he lived in that compound for 7 years before giving up and doing 5 years in a British prison. He is free now and living the life of a free person. The point is, like most nations, Ecuador takes its diplomatic immunity in other countries quite seriously, and rightfully so. Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who just may be the single most reprehensible member of the House, should still not be attacked for speaking. She was at a town hall meeting in Minneapolis, the subject naturally immigration, when a man approached and sprayed her, actually squirted her with a syringe full of an unknown liquid substance described as having a strong offensive odor, evidently not harmful but distinctly unpleasant. A Minneapolis cop tackled the man from behind and they took him away. She's okay, kept right on talking, in fact. Quick point on the impacts of immigration crackdown. First, the crime rate is down dramatically. The murder rate is down to what we're told is a 125-year low in America. I need to read that again. The murder rate is down to a 125-year low in America. Wow. Law enforcement experts say it can be traced to a couple of things. Cops feel more supported from the top, meaning the White House these days, so they do a better job. And thousands of criminal aliens have been removed from the nation's streets and sent packing. Many of them were the worst of the worst, vicious, incredibly cruel gang members, killers, rapists, drug dealers, and so on. That's real. The crackdown is making a difference statistically. And the net decline in migration, mostly illegal immigration, actually slowed down the growth of the U.S. population this past year. The COVID pandemic reduced the population a smidge by killing some folks. The president slowed population growth by slamming the southern door on trespassers and interlopers. What the heck is up with this? The Sundance Film Festival has just had its last festival in Park City, Utah. It is moving to Boulder, Colorado. Robert Redford created it and ran it for decades in Utah. Only now the organizers say it's outgrown the Utah location. That's their official reason. They say Boulder is bigger than Park City, has more theaters and venues, and they say Boulder is more welcoming. Aha, there's the key. The unspoken reason is they're upset over the new legislation in Utah that places restrictions on flags. Utah got tired of seeing all kinds of flags, other than Old Glory and military flags, flying on government buildings, schools, and other places during Sundance and at other times too. So they passed legislation to promote political neutrality in government space. How can that be controversial? the LGBTQ plus flags had to come down. The unfortunate fringers, those who live at the fringes of society, said they felt unwelcomed and erased, so they are taking their film festival to Colorado, which is more politically liberal than Utah. That's the actual reason that's fueling the move. Utah was the first with a law governing politically divisive flags on government buildings. It's not the last. Idaho has passed a similar law. There may be others. And by the way, MAGA flags are also not allowed either. But you don't see Trump supporters demonstrating or threatening to go to court over it. Do you remember where you were the day the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded? It was 72 seconds after liftoff. And it was blamed on a simple O-ring, which allowed hydrogen fuel to leak out and reach the rocket's fire. What happened in that moment on this date in 1986 was not actually an explosion, scientifically speaking, but a rapid, uncontrolled fuel combustion. Okay, little difference for the 7 astronauts inside who all died either in the moment or in the long time it seemed to take for the pieces of the shuttle to hit the ocean water below. The year before, same date, some of the biggest recording artists in the world gathered to create an historic event and one of the most powerful songs ever created, We Are the World, to raise millions to feed the starving in parts of Africa. I hate this one. I do. Lastly, the NFL Hall of Fame committee has left Bill Belichick off the list. It's a snub. There's no good reason for it. Their reasons were he got caught stealing signals from the other team. Football experts say every organization does it or tries. He just got caught. And one of his equipment guys let a couple of pounds of air pressure out of the footballs before an icy cold game, ostensibly to give Tom Brady a better grip on the ball, maybe a little bit better, and maybe make it easier to catch in the cold. It was embarrassing, didn't really mean anything. The next game, same nasty conditions. The league made sure the air pressure was absolutely exact, and Brady still threw for touchdowns. No one fumbled, and the Patriots won. Also, a tiny edge that Belichick didn't exactly invent. Belichick took teams to Super Bowl victories 6 times as the Patriots head coach and twice as defensive coordinator of the New York Giants. That's the most Super Bowl wins for any coach. Overall, he's third behind Don Shula and George Halas. He went 31-13 in the postseason as a head coach. That's number one. 302 wins versus 165 losses as an NFL coach, 266 of them with the Patriots. He'll make it into the Hall, of course. They just had to give him a kick in the pants on his first year of eligibility. As Jimmy Johnson, Cowboys coach with 2 rings, who's already in the Hall of Fame, put it, this is just wrong. Lots of small, jealous voters. Amen to that. Enough for the moment, I think, on today's Harley on the Headlines. I want to thank you for joining us. Please help spread the word. Send a link to an episode to a friend. Maybe they'll grab a cup of coffee. Join in too. That'd be really great. Like, follow, subscribe, and be happy today. Make some good decisions in life. I'm Harley Carnes. Fly safe.